Start.
Good morning. This is a segment from Heartline Ranch about hats and what you should wear when you're riding on horses, or at least what I choose to wear. My name is Corey, and Bob and I have Heartline Ranch, and we take people on horse rides. So since we take people on rides, I had a promise to fulfill. My sister's best friend got killed a couple of years ago, and she was an experienced rider. She'd been riding since she was 2 years old. And she was riding her horse, and it walked across the front of their yard and accidentally tripped, and Jean fell onto a sidewalk, crashing her head into a sidewalk. There was nothing wrong the horse did. It just tripped on its own, as horses sometimes do. And within 4 hours, she was dead. So I made my sister a promise that I would wear headgear. So I was kind of thinking, well, I'll wear my cowboy hat. And this, by the way, is a hat that my daughter made with Heartline Ranch hats, custom-made cowboy hat, and I love it. So I was thinking I would just wear this, and it would be good enough protection. Well, then I was thinking about it one day, and I realized, it'll bend like that, and my head will go down, and it won't be that much protection, not on the kind of falls that you can sometimes take on a horse. So in looking around, we decided if I want to save my ego, maybe I'll get a hat like this, which is a cowboy hat and a helmet. Much to my disappointment, the first time I was looking at it.
Name?
Oh, it's Ride Safe helmets, okay? And they had a guarantee, and I thought it looked great, and I thought this would be great for my ego to have a helmet that looks like a cowboy hat. Well, it arrived.
And the price.
Oh, yeah, the price. $250. So not a great price for my ego, let me tell you. And when I tried it on, it wouldn't fit my head. There's a way to adjust it, and I do have a large head. I've got a lot of brain matter to put in it. So this is...
So she says.
So I say. Anyway, I am smart, but not about this purchase. So I put it on, and it was pinching the front, and I rode in it twice. And it's a terrible crunch between the back and the front. It's supposed to make you feel safe, but it perches on top of my head. Well, then on top of that, I set it down one time like this, and this is exactly what it did. This part of the helmet fell completely off of it. And then I saw this, which means that the styrofoam from the helmet has been compromised. So it's not really...
On both sides, isn't it?
On both, no, just on the one side.
No, it's on the other side is
okay, and the other side is too. So I called the company to try and get maybe a replacement hat that would be better, because I realized, this will fall off every time I'm riding, and it's real hard to get it on. So it's not in good condition, and I only wore it twice. I didn't fall. I didn't do anything except put it on my head. And they informed me the guarantee lasted for 30 days. Well, we bought this last winter when we weren't riding in preparation for our riding season. So I tried riding it. I've got some pictures of me on it, but it constantly gave me a headache. So then I decided I was just going to go for simple. Here's one of the helmets we use for our customers. This thing is great, and it's just a Troxel helmet. I think it's like $25.
No.
Would it?
No, nice try. Maybe about 30 years ago they were $25.
Okay, well,
they were about $70 a piece.
Okay.
But that's a lot better than $250.
It's his fault. He ordered them. Anyway, the bottom line is, because I made that promise to my sister that I would wear a helmet, I decided, okay, I need to get a helmet that works, at least until now. Well, I put it on, and it's so comfortable. So I had to lose the idea of my ego looking like a cowboy hat or whatever, because I want safety when I'm on the trails. This thing fits down over my head. I'm going to need to do the strap a little bit tighter. I realize that. No more headaches, and it's great. When I contacted the company, they didn't stand behind their helmet at all. $250 is what this thing cost me. And it felt pretty silly compared to this one, and this is comfortable. So I want to urge all of you, in the cowboy era, We think we want to look the best. Well, we do want to look the best. We've got these beautiful horses that we're proud of, and we've trained with them a lot, and of course we want to look our best. I'm gonna, if I'm ever in a parade or a show, I'm gonna wear my cowboy hat during that time because I love my beadwork on it. Everything is just beautiful. My daughter just did a fantastic job with this. But what I really want to do is be safe. So when I'm on my horse and I'm riding along, if she should stumble, my head is protected. And that's the best I can do. So I enjoy wearing this. You can get this at Big R, Coastal, any of the major the Grange, any of these major horse places. You can get these helmets. If it's on there, it's got good ventilation. I highly recommend that you get a helmet.
Tell about Virginia's friend.
Oh yeah, my friend had a niece that was wearing a helmet, thankfully, and some other horse backed up into her horse just as it was getting ready to jump in the middle of a competition, and so no fault of the horse or the niece or anything. And when she fell off, and her head hit the post that was holding the rigging for the jumps, and the helmet burst in two and went two different ways. That would have been her niece's head. She would have been dead. And so it's a pretty small price just to go pay for a new helmet. And all of us can think of these incidences, and we usually think of them as we're getting on to our horses. So I choose to wear this helmet, both to fulfill my promise to Susie, and also to know that when I'm on there, I've done the best I can to be safe. And I can tell you it's comfortable. It fits well, even for my head. And I'm going to go out there and wear my helmet. So I encourage you guys to be safe. That's it. Thanks.